Hey, hi ho, and howdy everybody. It's this guy right here. His name is Shannon. It's kind of a girl's name, but that's pretty cool. Don't fear. Something Christmas cheer. I don't know. Hey, hi ho, and howdy everybody. Cool. Hey, oh, and howdy, everyone. I stopped breathing for a second. Don't do that. That's not very healthy. I don't recommend it. It's frowned upon by doctors because they're like, yo, what up? You gonna be dead, though. And then we're gonna be like, but that's not cool. I'm like, yeah, that's why we said it. Come on, dude, we doctors. Come on, listen to us. Why don't you just fucking listen to us? It's our job to tell you not to be dumb. So what happened in the last episode of RWBY? Also, Shannon Olshook, we talked about this. Yeah, what happened in the last episode of RWBY? Well, there was the Grim Reaper, and there was the TikTok Croc, but her name was just Talk. And that's all I have to say about this talk that we just had between each other, because it's spelt two different ways. We're talking about Talk, because that was her name, though. This is... Sup, Ichigo. Anyway, point is... That happened, and then we went off, and we finally made it to Argus, and I was like, yes! And then I was like, this place looks really neat, though. And then there was lesbians, which is always a plus. Usually, well, unless I'm very much so rooting for a straight relationship, in which case that kind of, I mean, because like I'm not against it in itself, but like, you know, I'd also like, but with, it really depends on who I'm rooting for at the time. I can't. So yeah, we got to meet Saffron. That was really cool, and her wife Terracotta, and the baby boy whose name I do not remember. I want to say it was like Adrian or something like that. I don't know. All I know is he was a muffin who does this because he's adorable. What else? Oh yeah. Along with all that, it seems like Team Juniper did a little bit of investigation around Argus and tried to get into the military base with little success, which is a sad, sad day. But you know what that means? We just gotta figure it out together, because we are better together. Much like peanut butter and jelly. That's just how we do. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with rhyming. Number one, I'm not good at it. Number two, I constantly want to do it. It's a very, very poor combination. Unlike peanut butter and jelly, but we already talked about this. Anyway, yeah, so I'm interested to see where we go with this. I'm interested to see what's going to end up going down in relation to Juniper in general, especially Jean, because we have some stuff to discuss in regards to a certain couple thousands-year-old fella who's decided to go like, Mom, I'm going to my room, but in a little boy's head. It was weird. Y'all see that one picture that's just inside of Oscar's head, and it's just posters of questionable RWBY art all over the place? It's very funny to me, and I approve. You mother bastard. Excuse me for a moment. I'm in a way. If you do it again, computer, I'm gonna chuck you out the fucking window. Hey, hi-ho. I'm back. Shit. Fucking computer problems. We've discussed this as being a thing on the channel before. It's not great. I'm not a fan. Anyway, we're gonna get started here with episode 8. I know how to count. It's 1 after 7. I think. I hate you. Okay. Yeah. We're going to start here in 3, 2, 1. I didn't full screen it. What am I doing? What's wrong with me? How is anything anyway? What's the episode called? We're off to a grand old start this time. It's episode 8, Dead End. I love it. This is incorrect. That's very unpleasant sounding title, but you know what? It is what it is, and we're here. So we're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1, boom. Started with the logo this time, because I'm a very smart boy. I hate everything about you. It's really frustrating. It is. Especially when I had it running just fine the entire time all yesterday before this started. And now, as soon as I sit down to record, it's like, nah, son, we don't care about your problems. I was always more of an Avatar fan. If it does it again, I'm just stopping recording. Which really sucks. I don't want to do that. I want to watch the fucking episode. And I don't want to watch it if I'm not going to react to it, you know? Duh, obviously. Because this is what we're here for. You, me, Steve, we're all here for this exact reason. Can you tell I'm having a mental breakdown over this fucking computer? What's up, all you fellas in the brain of a fella and the brain of a little boy? That's questionable. It's factual, though. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's a very questionable world these characters live in. We're rising like the moon. Dum dum. Dum dum. Still my fucking favorite intro. I love it. So good. What is up, Atlas peeps?
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas border is closed.
That isn't.
Please have a good day. A good day.
Hey, if you don't
It's
want
an interesting outfit.
Ironwood.
You
General Ironwood.
are obnoxious.
But look, we have Weichny with us,
And
we're trying
I'm
to get
saying
home
that.
Safely.
Approach.
Sorry if I have to dip off. This computer thing's gonna bug me. You two are fucking freaks. What is wrong with you?
Very well. You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Okay.
They were kind of
super weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Glad I'm not the only one.
Well, I may know this commanding officer. That's good, isn't it? If she's your friend, then maybe she'd be more willing to help us. I wouldn't exactly call us friends.
acquaintances?
Not quite.
Colleagues?
Former. Enemies? That's the one.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Cool.
Yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Oh, Maria.
Now, let's not give up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
I love her.
Introducing Special Operative Caroline Cordovan.
Hello, ma'am. You are fucking tiny. But then again, says Maria.
Witch. She-devil.
I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know, they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Hello, Cordovan? My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say, Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us through!
Nice to see you again as well.
You civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in Argus. So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words. This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas. And it is my duty
You're
to uphold
fun.
them as only
Also,
I have the
that's
wit
going in the
and
thumbnail.
tenacity for such a task.
Such wit, such tenacity.
maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
You're just like the rest of these Argus ingrates.
I wouldn't
This city wouldn't even
completely
be here
blame them
without
for
our
that.
Elysian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please, we know your kingdom had nothing to do with the fall of Beacon. We were there.
No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk
The
to
general is no coward. Atlas is strong.
That's
Before the kingdom's
not what
plans
she
can make
said,
their
you
enemy,
crazy
so
bitch.
be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will prevail!
Do you guys seriously have to do that?
Thank you, Yang.
If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home. But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
Hey,
What's that supposed to mean?
you bitch. Yeah, no, seriously. You fucking racist?
Oh, yeah? Well, your face looks like a big dumb boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
You tell her.
I don't...
Weiss, I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second. We'll find a way to Atlas. Together.
Goddamn right. Hey, bud, you doing all right?
So, where are we going now?
Yeah, what's the plan?
The plan? The plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
Dude,
Uncle Crow, I really think we should try and come up with something together.
I was really hoping you fucking
What's his
learned
problem?
something
It's not your
after.
fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually knows what to do.
What is it?
John!
Everything we did was for nothing!
That's not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
I...
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
Wow. Great plan, everyone.
God damn, man.
Look, none of this is great, we know. But we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure about that?
What?
He's in your head, isn't he? Did you already know about this?
He didn't know
John.
any of it.
How much
Dude,
longer can we even
come
trust
on,
him?
man.
John!
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
You gotta leave the fucking kid alone, man. Like, dude, I get you're upset. Out of, like, all people here in this room, you probably deserve to be upset the most.
Is he...
But still,
okay?
fuck.
I don't know.
I think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
Maybe we could all use some space.
Again, bud, ain't your fault. Those are very, very pretty butterflies.
Where are you?
You know, I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
This is a really, really pretty scene. I don't
What
know
do I tell
why.
Sean
I
and
really
his
like
team
the.
when we don't even have a plan. Crow's out drinking. Osmond hasn't come
Okay.
back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him. And there's always Jin, but we only have one more question we can ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
You know, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
Mhm.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
have to explain it to you. It'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Sit back down, for Pete's sake. Let's start with what you do know. Tell me.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something. And at the Follow Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me. And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day. I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours, but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Huh. He must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off. He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Right.
Salem.
I tried to keep my powers a secret, but as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
Reflexes! A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen. Combine that with my training and secret ability to turn Grimm to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them. And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
So, how do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
First, you stop thinking like that.
Sorry.
I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
I was scared and stressed. Is it emotional?
Really hope that's not fucking with the recording.
It's emotional, but more focused than that. Think. What is it you wanted?
I like the little red like roses in the background.
To protect my friends.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
How do you know that?
That makes sense, but
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision. Were you paying attention?
I was not until you said that.
His eyes. Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. The light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
Right. I find it interesting that it only works in the presence of Grimm.
You said the light
Like, that was why it only worked with Cinder, is because of her fucking arm.
It reacts reacted to Cinder.
Yeah, her arm.
Interesting.
But you didn't... Wait, you don't know
Perhaps
that.
there was something that you just
I
weren't
forgot.
seeing?
Yes. You didn't see the thing with the stuff.
Hey, guys.
What's going on?
It's Oscar. He's missing.
Ah, shit. No, little bud. Oh, goddamn. Okay, so it's cool we actually managed to get a little bit more of information regarding the Silver Eyes. Again, it makes sense for it to be passed down more specifically from the God of Light then. Because again, I mean, that's kind of the way it seemed to make itself. Like, even when Miles was discussing why, like, he loved the apathy so much, why it was his favorite, and how he went into, creating it in the first place, is he described the absolute antithesis of love being apathy. So that seems very much like what they're trying to illustrate with the eyes in general. I hate this fucking piece of shit machine. I hope it burns in hell, and I want you to know that I'm taking a fucking sledgehammer to you when this is all over. Cool. Anyway, I'm so sorry for this, the constant dipping out. It's so fucking unprofessional, but there's literally nothing I can do about it. You fucking bastard. Like, there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, point is, going into this, they very much set it up as, like she said, it isn't about destroying Grimm. It's about protecting life. It is about protecting the ones you love. It is very much based in the emotion of love and the people you care about. Which, again, Miles describes apathy as the absolute antithesis of. So it makes sense that, something created by the God of Darkness, the absolute antithesis of it would be the God of Light. The absolute antithesis of apathy and hate, that anonymity, that fucking unpleasantness that is the Grimm would be Silver Eyes and love and shit like that. So, I don't know. I just really dig that. Number one is that thing that I just said. Number two, motherfucker. The Jean scene was kind of harsh. Again, I'm in a position where I can't blame him too much because, again, out of everyone, he probably did get fucked over the most over the whole thing. Like, everybody got it pretty bad, but he got it kind of really bad with everything related to Pyrrha. So that's awesome. So yeah, no, it's rough. As for the Atlas military folks, they're interesting. That's really all I can say about that. They're an excitable bunch, and I'm very curious to see where we go with them. I need them to take a small break. I like coffee too, but we already had Oobleck. We got RWBY. Y'all need to tone down on the overtop ridiculousness, you wild, crazy bastards. I guess that's really all I have to say. Again, I'm very sorry for the constant dipping out back and forth between the fucking computer thing. It's really frustrating. Literally why I didn't start RWBY this volume right out the gate was because of this. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a little bit of love. I really, really appreciate it. As for, I guess, the poll, I don't know what it's going to be looking like by the time we finish up. By the time this comes out, I should say, because it will have officially ended by the time it comes out. So I will get back to you guys next week with what ended up winning for those of you who do care. I can say words. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll get you guys next week. I'm sorry that this is as rushed and not as in-depth as I would have liked it and stuff, but my computer's trying to kill itself. So, cool. Cool. How cool you are. Give you some fucking... shoot lasers out my eyes. I'll do it, too. And it will be hate. Tools and lemons, everybody. Bye-bye. Damn it.